I'm here to talk to you about some of the budget expectations for the real estate and the infrastructure sector. When you look at the real estate sector, I think clearly as EY we do anticipate and hope that the real estate investment trust regulations will be announced, and a lot of the tax clarity around taxation of real estate investment trusts will be brought out in the budget. The expectation as far as that is concerned is that it will be a tax-free entity, primarily to ensure that this new investment product of REITs gains market acceptance and is widely circulated among investors. This is very essential to ensure that the income distributions on these assets happen very frequently, and the whole play around capital appreciation around real estate is subdued, and more importance is given to income distribution in real estate. Similarly, as far as the sector is concerned, I think there are 2 or 3 critical challenges. When we look at the government and its intentions of ensuring affordable houses for the wider population by 2022, the fact is that does require a huge amount of investment. And to ensure that investment, there is clearly a need for some sort of an incentive. The government currently has an affordable housing tax incentive, but purely by virtue of the way the policy is drafted, it is ineffective. So there is a need to relook at that incentive and really take a very close perspective on the business realities of housing as housing projects as a sector, and redefine this incentive. The third and fourth critical issue is clearly an industry status for this sector, which is probably the largest contributor to the GDP in terms of direct and indirect linkages to multiple sectors. When it comes to infrastructure, we are hoping that there will be now an infrastructure investment trust as drafted by SEBI that would be announced, and more importantly, a similar tax treatment of a tax exempt entity status shall be given to it by the tax authorities. This is critical to ensure that a lot more public investment goes into existing completed infrastructure projects, and then also as a catalyst releasing some of the capital for private developers as well as banks. Now this is critical to ensure the success of the infrastructure sector. The other issues, of course, minor but at the same time very significant, are extension of the tax holiday for many infrastructure sectors such as power. And of course, the larger issues which my colleagues have talked about, the whole policy issues and policy blockages that have happened on coal distribution for the power sector, licensing, land acquisition, which are all important aspects. But from a tax standpoint, I think the expectation is the extension of the tax holiday and trying to take out some of the inherent limitations of indirect taxes on the input side.